Good day. Today I'm going to discuss to you on the uh, theory of Faye Glenn Abdella, which is the 21 nursing problems. So what are the major concepts and definitions? So the first is she defines nursing. So nursing is a service to individuals and families, therefore to society. It is based upon art and science, which mold the attitudes, intellectual competencies, and technical skills of the individual nurse into the desire and ability to help people sick or well cope with their health needs and may be carried out under general or specific medical direction. Nursing problem is a condition faced by the patient or family which the nurse can assist him or them to meet through the performance of her professional functions. The problem can be either an overt or covert nursing problem. An overt nursing problem is an apparent condition faced by the patient or family which the nurse can assist him or them to meet through the performance of her professional functions. The covert nursing problem is a concealed or hidden condition faced by the patient or family, which the nurse can assist him or them to meet through the performance of her professional functions. What is problem solving? So this is the process of identifying overt and covert nursing problems and interpreting, analyzing, and selecting appropriate courses of actions to solve these problems. Abdella wrote that the nurse must be able to solve problems to give the best professional nursing care. Now, this process, which closely resembles the steps of nursing process, involves identifying the problems, then you select data, and formulate, test, and revise hypotheses. Now, the patient will not receive quality nursing care if the steps to problem solving are done incorrectly. Now, Abdella identifies nursing diagnosis as a subconcept of the problem-solving process and as an independent nursing function of determining the nature and extent of nursing problems presented by individual patients or families receiving care. What are the major assumptions? Okay. In nursing, for Abdella, in Abdella's model, nursing care is doing something to or for the person, or you provide information to that person with the goal that you're going to meet the needs, you increase or restore their self-help ability, and alleviate an impairment. Person. So according to Abdella, she describes people or person as having a physical, emotional, and sociological needs. Now, these needs may be overt, largely consisting of physical needs, or covert, consisting of emotional and social needs. Now, the typology of nursing problems evolved from the recognition of a need for patient-centered approaches to nursing. Now, she describes the patient as the only justification for the existence of nursing. So, if we don't have any patient, then uh, nursing does not exist. Health. So health, it is a state that is mutually exclusive of illness. Abdella implicitly defined health as a state when the individual has no unmet needs and no anticipated or actual impairments. Environment. The environment is the least discussed concept in Abdella's model. Nursing problem from the typology is to create and or maintain a therapeutic environment. So Abdella also states that if the nurse's reaction to the patient is hostile or negative, then the atmosphere in the room will also become hostile or negative. Now, this suggests that patients interact with and respond to their environment, and the nurse is part of that environment. Now, what are the 21 nursing typology of 21 nursing problem? Itong sinasabi ni Abdella. One is to maintain good hygiene and physical comfort. That's why every day we give bath to our patient. To promote optimal activity. What are these optimal activity? It could be a rest, sleep, and exercise. To promote safety through prevention of accident, injury, or other trauma, and through the prevention of the spread of infection. That's why we always wash our hands before and after every procedure. We also, when the patient is admitted, when they are put in bed, we put the side rail up to prevent the patient of falling down. To maintain good body mechanics and prevent and correct deformity. So we always use good body mechanics. Like when you do bed making, you change the linen of the patient, we always use a good body mechanics to facilitate and the maintenance of supply of oxygen to all body cells, to facilitate the maintenance of nutrition of all body cells. So that's why we always check the diets of our patient. To facilitate the maintenance of elimination, okay, to facilitate the maintenance of fluid and electrolytes balance, sorry. Okay, number 9, to recognize the physiological response of the body to disease conditions. It could be pathological. When you say pathological, this is a condition, an illness. Or it could be a physiological and compensatory. To facilitate the maintenance of regulatory mechanisms and functions. To facilitate the maintenance of sensory function. So what are your sensory functions? The 5 senses. To identify and accept positive and negative expressions, feelings, and reactions. And to identify and accept interrelatedness of I need to of emotions and organic illness. Then, to facilitate, number 14, to facilitate the maintenance of effective verbal and nonverbal communication, to promote the development of productive interpersonal relationship. So you should be able to gain the trust of your patient, to facilitate progress toward achievement and personal spiritual goals, to create or maintain a therapeutic environment, or when we call it the milieu therapy. We change the environment. We keep the environment clean, okay, and to facilitate awareness of self as an individual with varying physical, emotional, and developmental needs. Now, not everybody has the same physical, emotional, and developmental needs. So, like example, if your patient has fever, two patients have fever, but it doesn't mean that they have the same needs. They have the same emotional, developmental, and physical needs. To accept the optimum possible goals in the light of limitations, physical and emotional. To use community resources as an aid in resolving problems arising from illness. To understand the role of social problems as influencing factors in the cause of illness. Now, the typology of 21 nursing problem and skills was developed to constitute the unique body of knowledge, and that is nursing. Okay.